Hey, you guys. So, listen, I wonder if I feel like the answer to this question I will never know. I guess it never know, but let me tell you what happened. Because I feel like, was I rebuking the Lord when He actually was giving me a vision? You guys remember when I put out the video? I think one of them was on a UFO. I'll talk about that because I think I seen something. Um, and my vision immediately going blurry and I couldn't focus after I wrote down some notes to come talk to you guys about. I think it was Iran. I'll talk about that in a minute. Um, our military being, you guys, I can't remember. This thing, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to think right now. Okay, so 2 days ago, I talked to my friend. She is 87 and she's Jewish. And she's not a practicing Jew. She's liberal. She is very strong minded. She does not like Trump, regardless of, just imagine some of our conversations because she does like to talk politics. She's very liberal. Um, some of our conversations can get, I don't want to say combative, but she just doesn't like Trump. And I really don't like to talk about politics, but every time we talk about politics because that's what's going on in the mainstream news. And that's all she watches is mainstream news. So just imagine some of our conversations, me trying to educate her on alternative news, Bible prophecy, Jesus. So anyway, I've had a couple dreams about her in the past. I say two. And from what I've seen in the dreams, it was showing me that the Lord was showing me that she basically has a hard heart. And it caused me to want to talk to her more, spend time with her, let her know about Jesus, minister to her, because I love her as a person and ultimately I care about her soul. So 2 days ago, I called her because we've been kind of like playing phone tag, and and it was her birthday, so I called her um, a couple of days after her birthday. Actually, I called her. It's been about 3 weeks since I talked to her, and or 2 weeks, and she says I had this, and the third going on, and then finally she says, and she was doing something, and she said all of a sudden my eyes just got blurry. I couldn't focus, like, and she said, I don't know what it is, but this thing in particular scares me. It what she said was, and it only lasted a short time. When she said that, it reminded me of verbatim of how I felt and what I said to you guys in the video when I was like, what's going on with my vision? I didn't explain it to you guys, but when I had the episode, usually when I take off my eye makeup, I use baby oil. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I had gotten some oil in my eyes. It wasn't hurting, it wasn't, but it felt like when I take my makeup off and put too much oil to clean the rim of my eye and some of it gets in my eye or it looks a little, blurry. So now I'm thinking like, did I rebuke the Lord? Was it meant for me to experience this? I'll talk about that in a minute. So yesterday on my way traveling near the airport, I saw this white airplane. And it was close enough to where you would think that I should see the letters written on it, but it was mostly all white. And when I saw it, it reminded me of the vision when I told you guys I saw either one or I seen this particular vision 2 times. I wasn't sure if it was 2 planes or I was getting a vision and seeing it 2 times. And what I had seen was a white UFO. What I know to be a UFO, not necessarily. It was in the shape of what we would think is a UFO, but it was white. So anyway, when I seen the plane, it reminded me of the vision, and it reminded me that most of my visions, if they come in the same day or if they come consecutively, they are usually fulfilled, or start to get revelation of them consecutively. If I have them in the same day, usually they come to pass in the same day, so on and so forth. So it made me think back to, because I talked about those 2 things in that one video, if I'm not mistaken, or on the same day. It just made me think if I was meant to experience it. So I started looking up scripture, and before I go there, there is a scripture about the Jews being blinded, and my friend happens to be Jewish. That's what she proclaims to be. Okay, you guys. She's half Russian and half something else. Half Russian and something else. Okay, but her, as far as religious views, I think her parents were Russian too. Not Russian, Jewish, practicing Jews. On 5/8, a couple of days ago, when it comes to portals, brother Jason, he may be on YouTube. He may be a sub to me. I believe he is, because he became my Facebook friend later on. He put out a video about CERN maybe being a portal, and not maybe, but why is their location? Are they placed right above the abyss or something to that effect? And I think I've already seen it or I have some knowledge of it. But also that same day, my friend sent me a video of strange sounds happening in the sky, strange trumpet sounds. I'll leave the video below. And we got to talking about, I was letting her know, yeah, CERN, just coincidentally, the same day, CERN is opening up portals, and portals have been opened. It's not just CERN. There are little different locations, all even here in the United States, little miniature, what you call things, hadron colliders. And we got to talking about the Pope and how the Pope basically publicly admitted that he thinks that the aliens are our brothers and how they're prepping us for the alien deception, and how the strange sounds are also in the Bible and scripture. We got to talking about that. So I don't think it was a coincidence, you guys. So Iran, when I seen the news about the missiles being fired into Israel on this morning, it was in a dark sky, and the way that whatever these rockets were coming in, how they lit up the sky and how they moved in, reminded me of the vision that I thought I saw UFOs. How these things were moving in the night sky as they were reporting them, and it reminded me of how I saw the vision on the left of me because I was in a dark room that day doing a massage. I don't know, you guys. So me talking about the UFO and me having this episode of my vision consecutively in the same, well, one day and then the next day, and these things coming, getting my attention. I wonder if it was meant for me to experience that. And I started looking for scriptures about how God blinded the Jews. And one of them that really caught my attention was Matthew 13:11. There are several. Even in the Old Testament, it was prophesied. But 13:11 it says it was the mysteries of the kingdom are given for you to know and not for them. And I'm paraphrasing. I'll leave it below. And he was talking to the disciples, all Jewish disciples, and they understood the parables of, for the most part, they understood the parables that Jesus spoke to them and not the others. They were blinded. The Jews were blinded by pride, by unbelief, by high mindedness, by lack of revelation, just everything. And we know that. But when I was looking this stuff up, it makes me think about my friend. I'm going to call her today, see how our appointment goes. Long story short, she had made an appointment and didn't tell them. She was letting them know about something else. And then when the episode happened, she was wondering if she should wait until she goes to that later appointment. But I told her to call, and she called, and she got an appointment this morning. So, they immediately got her in. And I'll call and check on her to see how it went. And we supposed to be going to dinner or whatever because she's going to be leaving here soon. So I'll be talking to her, go spend some time with her. I wish I was able to take her to her appointment today. It sounded like she probably wanted me to, as opposed to somebody else. But I'll call her later and I'll see her later. And I think that's it, you guys. I'll leave all videos below. If I did rebuke the Lord, he can understand. You guys, if you have the gift of healing, the Lord will speak to you. And this came to mind. Not to say I've had like 5 different experiences. 2 where I heard a word of knowledge where the Lord was telling me something in particular about somebody was going to be healed, a person's daughter, and a different ailment with another person. And there were 2 instances before this, I want to say 2, 1 maybe 2, where the Lord let me experience and feel what that sick person or ailing person was feeling in order for me to know how to pray for them. And it's not something that I'm going to say, so altogether about 5 times in the last 11 years, okay? But I just want to mention it because in the deliverance ministry or in the healing ministry, that's often how the Lord operates, so that you know how to pray for that person or lay hands on that person, whatever the Lord is instructing you to do. So I just wanted to mention that. It may have been the case. It's just something that struck me as mighty odd. And of course, I prayed against it because I felt like it was an attack. I felt like it was an attack on my eyes. But me getting some of this revelation and my friend telling me verbatim how I explained to you guys, I don't know, you guys. I think it was, I don't know. That's it. I'll come back and talk with you. You guys, let's keep an eye on Israel, Iran shooting rockets. For them to go to war with Israel the day after Trump pulls out of the nuke deal is like them going to war with us. And us going to war with them is like us going to war with Russia. So I just can't believe what's happening, but I can because it's Bible prophecy and it's being fulfilled. Okay, you guys? God bless y'all. I'll talk with you later.